Hey, hi everyone. Very good evening to all of you. Today is a very special class. I want everyone to be on the screen, mute, sorry, be on mute. Yeah. So today class is very special, very secret type. Only the mentor, for example, a mentor can only share this information. You may not find it anywhere in the Google or YouTube. So specially this is for students, last year student, first year, second year student, third semester, whatever, last year or student, specifically for freshers and 1 to 5 years of experience. Now, what is the benefit to the seniors in case people are there? They can guide, they can share this video to all the freshers and HR who will come to you, who will come to you. We are human resource. We are connected with people emotionally. We are going to connect with the people emotionally. So freshers learn from this and seniors share with all your HR friends and student. Can I go ahead? Chalo, let's go. Today's topic is how you will get job 100% guaranteed as compared to other people. Okay, for that, let's see one or two things. Students and freshers, I already told you that this session is only for students, freshers, and just started their career. It will really help you. Before we start something, we need to understand the root cause, that is problem. Unless you understand, you cannot, you will not get, satisfied, justification. So I'm giving you that reason why whatever I'm telling you to learn is true. Okay, so let's understand the root cause. Number one, first we need to understand what is the difference between the education sector and the corporate sector. Okay, I'll not take much time. Everyone knows the highest qualification today, highest degree is MBA, right? That is the highest where we can spend from 1 lakh to 10 lakh rupees. Now, if I ask an MBA graduate, the person who has completed the MBA, what is an offer letter, appointment letter, onboarding, what is salary, they may be able to answer it. Agree, everyone? They may be able to answer. They know the concept clarity. That means they get the concept very clear. But if I ask the same question, can you process the salary? Can you prepare the letter? Now you will be thinking, sir, this is not taught to us. Agree or not agree? This is not taught to us. Why? The logic is we learn from the books, and when we go inside the organization, we do work on the computer, laptop, in MS Office and software. So the software and the laptop and the MS Office cannot be written on the books. So it becomes very difficult to learn the practical part. So where you learn the practical part inside the organization. How many people are very clear? Why? What corporate expect? What is salary? Or can you prepare the salary? What corporate wants? If I tell you in a local language, Abdul, you are selected, go and do the job. So I want you people to go and do the job. I'm ready to pay 5,000 extra, but I don't have time to train people. How many people agree? I don't have time to train the people. I'll give 5,000 extra. I'll take a experienced person. So book knowledge gives you the concept, and practical knowledge you can learn only inside the organization, because we are reading and there we are working. So there is a big difference. Now the question comes, sir, then why, sorry, I'll take this one first. Then why students are spending, lakhs of rupees on higher education? Why they are spending lakhs of rupees on higher education? If you say that we are not getting practical knowledge, then why people are doing? Logic question. 100% logic question. So the answer is, I'll tell you. When, as a HR, when company recruit a candidate, the first priority they give to the MBA student. What is the difference between a graduate and MBA student? MBA student at least know what is offer letter, what is salary, what is basic. So at least he have something more knowledge than the graduate people. How many people agree now? They have the concept clarity. Second, they have invested lots of money. So they are serious. They are serious. They wants to learn. But that knowledge also will not help you. But that is the most. I'll give you a simple language in personal life. let's say you people are getting married. The first thing you will see from the other part, gents, ladies, whatever, is the ladki padhi likhi honi chahiye. Ladka pada likha hona chahiye. Then the second category comes, ki what work is doing, does he have house extra, etc., etc. But the first priority is education. So friends, suggestion, if you want to do MBA, please do it if you have a budget. If you have a budget, please do it one time, last time, donation type. But do it. It will really help you. Can I go ahead? Chal. Now, second example. When we go, suppose there is a hiring going on. Okay, we have vacancy. What happens? Let's see a demo. For example, we have lots of variety. When you go for purchasing a mobile, suppose you want to purchase a mobile and your range is 20,000 rupees. 20,000 rupees. In 20,000 rupees also, you get lots of varieties. How many people agree to that? We get lots of varieties even in 20,000. But one company will give GB extra, one company will give megapixel extra, one company will give 5G, one will be 4G. So even one thing extra, if one company gives, we purchase that mobile in that 20,000 also. How many people clear now? Now, if I correlate with the employees, so I'll tell you why I'm telling this so that you understand when there is an position or opening or vacancy, one position, we have 100 CV, that is 100 mobile. Now I have choice. For example, I'm a recruiter, 1,000 CV has come. I have a choice which one I should choose. So I have lots of variety. Now, if you want to get selected, you should be one step ahead or 100 steps ahead. You should be 100 steps ahead from all the other people so that you get job. You know what is the problem? Today, people have come from the MBA, 1 lakh people, and previous year, 1 lakh people, 50,000 are not working. Previous to previous, 50% are not working. After COVID, so many people are not working. So competition has become more tougher and tougher. How many people are understanding the root cause? This is the most important I session. Even if you still just wait and watch all web series and waste your time, it will be very difficult. Now the most, the biggest problem has arises chat GPT and AI. We really don't know what will happen in the next 2 years. How many people agree to this? Whether we'll have the job or not. It's very difficult now to even analyze. Okay, so friends, please understand, we as a recruiter has more choice and we can choose and we can compare. So many people are there, so you all people have to stay one step ahead. So moral of the story, you have to learn few things extra than MBA. So if 100 people are from MBA, everyone knows the concept, but one person has to have extra knowledge. So that is what the entire session is all about today, ki from where you will get that extra knowledge which is not written in the MBA books. How many people understood today's logic? That we all are at one pace, we all are MBA people, example, MBA people, but I'm going to share one method which you have to follow and you will be 100 times better than them. Can I go ahead now? How many people understood today's concept? So please write it down and start working on it. Even if you are not thinking that I should not do, then what is my experience then? What is my experience then? Clear? Can I go ahead? Chalo. So you have to be one step ahead. For that only, you have two way. You have two way to learn. How many ways? You have two way. The first one. So I'll just give you 1 minute. Practical training. When I was there, when you people were there before COVID, there was no practical thing, right or wrong? There was no one coming and giving lectures. But after COVID, even I started my, training during the COVID only. Earlier, when I was there was no Google Baba, there was no YouTube, there was no one. So we learned on our own. But today you have so many things. Now I'll tell you what is practical training. Example, can I go little fast so that you all people are working? Completed
Yes,
your
sir.
MBA, going inside the organization. Who you will be reporting to whom? One of the member. You will be reporting to the reporting manager or to your boss or to a superior. So a simple word, superior. Now, who is that superior? Someone who is working in that organization for a number of years, who have the knowledge and who is responsible to teach you. Now, how is going to teach you? with the help of computer. How many people agree to this? With the help of computer. Now in the computer, what is going to teach you through template format? Only two things: template format, software. Agree everyone? Template format, software. So who can teach you the practical knowledge? Who has lots of experience, knowledge, and the most important criteria, willing to teach, which is missing today also. How many people agree? Willing to teach. And your boss does not have time to sit with you and teach you all the other profiles. So from where you will learn. So that is called practical training, which is available outside. One of the example, I also train people. Now, if you want to see what a difference, like if I show you a small demo, you will be very surprised to all the people. Now see this. Now you're going to an interview. What you're doing? You're going for an interview. Now you have to sell yourself. How many people nowadays, all of you, I'm asking, when you go and subscribe for anything, any course, you're asking for a demo class. Agree or not agree? You're asking for a demo class.
Yes,
But
sir.
why you're not asking to an MBA institute where you go yourself and donate 1 lakh rupee, 2 lakh rupee? You don't even ask a question. You don't even have seen who is going to teach you and everything. But just for just 500 rupees, 5,000 rupees, you are asking demo, who are you, how many years of experience? Just for 5,000 and 5 lakh rupee you're giving. You know why? The pain that you have invested money and no use. Agree or not agree? You have invested money, but still you are finding a job. So now you don't want to invest even a single rupee without having the information. Agree or not agree? That is the pain. That is why you ask so many things when you take a additional course. कहते हैं ना, एक बार धोखा मिला तो वापस नहीं खाऊंगा. That is what the answer is all about. Clear? Now see, I will give you an example. You are in the interview, you are taking your laptop. This is the way you have to sell yourself. Ma'am, can I show a small miracle that I know? I'll just put a CTC and in 5 seconds, I can prepare a CTC. Tick, tick 1, tick, tick 2, tick, tick 3. I'm going little fast. Tick, tick 4, tick, tick 5. And the CTC structure is ready. Within 5 seconds, you have prepared a CTC structure as per the law. Second example, I'm just putting a employee code and 80% of the full and final settlement is ready, even including the gratuity calculation and everything. Within 2 seconds. Now tell me,
Yes,
you are an HR recruiter. Okay, you are a recruiter and I'm showing this Excel sheet to you. Don't you think you will hire me or you will reject me? Can you give me one reason that you will reject me? Even the way I have shown, the person who is taking the interview will not have the knowledge. Now, if you learn the skill just at a minimum 5% of MBA, how many? Only 5% of MBA. Why people will reject you? What you are giving, what I normally teach, not one thing. What corporate expect, I give more than the corporate expect. Example. So like me, there are so many people outside. You can go and learn practical knowledge, which will help you. Now, this is one part where you have to invest little bit money. Am I clear? Now, there is a second part, which is the main important of today's session, that you don't have to invest any money if you don't have that much budget. But if you even have 5,000 or 3,000, that is enough. You can learn 50 hours from us. No problem at all. Now, this today's session is all about free. Okay. So please write it down step by step. First thing about me, I have 20 years experience and my name is Anand Mudaliar. And I think most of the people are my student also. I'm a career coach and also 17 years experience inside the company and 3 years, for the past 3 years, I'm training students and professionals. That is about me from Mumbai, Maharashtra. Now, first thing you have to do is go to my HR Topper YouTube channel. Everything is live session, no theoretical, only practical. One second, no theoretical, only practical. 1 minute, I'll show you. Yeah. So go to my HR Topper. Whatever video you can see is all live session and practical knowledge, which is available free, even the statutory compliance. So why don't you start from here? Why don't you start from here? Whatever video I have uploaded, why don't you go and watch? It's all practical knowledge. If you feel comfortable, then you can come and join the course. So no advertisement, but fact is fact. So I'll go to the next one. Okay. Okay. Second thing, communicational skill. Write it down. The first thing you have to do is watch all the videos from HR Topper to start with HR Topper. Second, learn communicational skill. Learn communicational skill because you have time. You are learning, you are studying. So learn communicational skill. Now, why don't you start with one of the video is, I have one video put communicational 5 method. Even if you learn this 5 method, at least in the next 9 months, you will start speaking. I'll give you a small demo example. There is a course, so many course. I'm seeing this from childhood. 30 days and you will start speaking English. How many people believe that in next 30 days, if you do this course, you will start speaking in English? My theoretical question and practical question. For the last 21 years and 15 years, you are reading books, English books, graduation you completed in English, MBA also you did in English. You gave the exam in English and you secured 80 marks. You secured 80 marks, but still you cannot communicate right now. But you still find it very difficult to communicate. So for the last 15 years, you have not communicated. Can you communicate in just 1 month? How can you think also? This is what is going on in the market. Why you are not understanding the logic? You know what is the second biggest myth? You should understand this because people are investing money, placement. I'll ask you one question. HR Topper gives 100% placement. Example. Okay, 100% placement. I'm in Mumbai. Do I know where you stay, people? Do I know what all companies are surrounding you? Can I get connected to all the companies of India? Can I get connected to all the companies of India? Not possible. If me also not possible, do you think, and even the Google, if anyone is, it will take some time to reach to everyone? Then how can you trust someone? I'm not telling don't trust, only logic. I'm only into logic because I have not tested or something. But tell me one thing. You know, one of my student called me, sir, I'm coming to Mumbai. Can I see you? I said, why? That means, why you're coming to Mumbai? Sir, I got a placement. I said, you took some course, right? Yes, sir. It was from Mumbai, but I studied from, it's an online course. Then I said, you are staying in Bhubaneswar, right? Then why you're coming to Mumbai? No, sir, they gave me a placement in Mumbai. I can't do anything. Now I have to come. If I am in Mumbai, just tell me yes or no. If I'm in Mumbai, can I get connected to 1,000 companies? Possible. Agree or not possible? Not in 1 day. 1 year also. Within 1 year, can I connect to 1,000 companies? Yes, I can connect. But I cannot get connected with all the companies of India. So what is the question, moral of the story? Ask one question. How a company can give you a placement? Then why you are investing lots of money in the placement? If MBA cannot give you after investing lakhs of rupees, 10,000, 20,000 people, they can give you logic, I'll tell you. University is the only one who can give you job guarantee. And now that also they are playing game. Dual personality, that is dual course. HR or marketing. Where you feel more job is marketing only. So those who wants to make HR, they're landing into a marketing. Agree or not agree? This is the pain you have to understand. Okay. So please don't trust, think in a logical way. So that is what, I say when I teach one course, even one course, it is 50 hours. I cannot teach in 3 hours. Not possible for me. Okay. So second, please write it down. The second most important, you can get 100% guarantee if you are very good in typing. You know why? Your growth is 100% possible only with 600 rupees investment. Now 6 lakh MBA, 600 rupees typing. This is more important. You know why? Let's say Saurabh Chauhan is an MBA graduate and I am an undergraduate. Okay. We both of us given a letter to type. Now, Saurabh being an MBA gold medalist, he comes after half an hour and I just complete in 5 minutes. Now, who is more important? Skill is more important than the certificate. So once you enter the Jurassic Park, that is corporate, education will not help you. So please write it down. Invest money on typing. I will not invest too much time because I've already said this. Second, how many people feel you have a BMW car, but if your engine is not good, and your car stops every time. Dichik, dichik. What is the use of the car when the engine is not good? Whether it is 1 rupee brand or 1 lakh rupee brand. If engine is not good, your car is no use. How many people feel correct? How many people feel it is right? So now what is the engine of HR department? Can anyone tell me what is the engine of the HR department? Can anyone guess? Come on fast. What is the engine?
It may be Excel, sir.
Okay, what else?
Excel, sir, Word, Outlook, PowerPoint.
That is MS Office. What else? Without that,
Relationship.
Sir,
Relationship.
empathy, communication, empathy, being empathic towards employees.
no problem. No problem. At least you have tried. Thank you so much. Be on mute.
Yes,
One
sir.
of the person, see, everyone is correct, nothing wrong. But I'll tell you, what is engine is MS Office. Now, what is the logic is 99% you are typing. So that becomes the first engine. 99% you are typing, whether it is software, letters, whatever. The second thing where you are typing, MS Word, Excel. So MS Office becomes the engine. Let's say Liti. Liti has good knowledge. Let's say good knowledge of payroll, but don't know Excel. She has a car without working. Is it useful? No. Can I go ahead? So please understand the importance that I'm trying to share with all the logic so that you believe that this is what you have to do. Okay. Now, the next thing very important is how to sell yourself. Now, tell me one question that what I showed you, in the Excel, if you go and show why they will reject you. So my suggestion, write it down, carry a laptop. If you don't have a laptop, please ask your friend to give a laptop. Learn something and prepare a demo. Learn something, prepare a demo and tell them, ma'am, at least I know this. Now, what you have to think, everyone, is you all are MBA people and you're standing line by line. And if you want to stay one step ahead, learn something and take your laptop and show what you have learned. Give a demo. More effective, prove them. Prove them that you know. That is what you have to do in today's scenario. Am I clear, everyone? You people have done a project in MBA, which is waste of time. Today, I'm telling you, please take that initiative. Project. I'll give you one example. Go to my YouTube channel and watch these two videos. Absconding. I have shown you the full practical process. What you have to do, what HR has to do when an employee is absconding. So 2 videos will explain all. Make a SOP. What is SOP? Step by step process. Step by step process and start learning from the internet, that is website. I'll show you one example. That was one example. If I go to the other example, onboarding process. The moment you write onboarding process, you will see lots of, there are more than how many? 24 crore people have already uploaded what is an onboarding process. You must have learned in the MBA, but why don't you go little bit more and start learning pre-boarding, orientation, and even the checklist is given. That means you will get more knowledge than the MBA. They have shown the process. Now, what is process? Practical knowledge. For example, if I tell you, okay, you are going for an interview and you say, I know how to prepare a chicken biryani. Example. Okay. Even if you tell the process, take this ingredient, this is the way you have to cook, this is the what you have to take care of, what masala is required. Even if I say something about the process, I have more knowledge than the other people. How many people believe now and agree? At least I have knowledge. Now, Saurabh Chauhan from MBA comes and says, sir, I like chicken biryani, but I don't know. Nothing wrong, because in MBA it is not taught. But at least what I've done, I went to the YouTube, saw that, researched, and now at least I have the knowledge of at least the process. I don't have the knowledge of experience. That is, I have prepared, but at least I know how to prepare. So I don't have to work too much on you. You already have an idea. And what is MBA? An idea only, right? What is salary? What is onboarding? That is idea. How many people understood? What is MBA? Idea only. At least you know what it is. So that is what is written in even in this Google and YouTube. I'll give you one example. See this communicational skill. Just write communicational skill. One option I given in my YouTube. I'm promoting everyone. So many people have given communicational skill. Why don't you target 1 month? Say, Janvi, from today onwards, I will take 1 month time and I will learn communicational skill. At least I will learn the method. Start watching 10 people. 10, 20 people's video you have to watch and make a note. From that 20 people, they must have given 50 ideas. From that 50 ideas, start with the easiest 5 method. Easiest 5 method. Don't do 80, not possible. Start with the best one and easiest one. For example, you have seen Anand, my video. Sir, whatever you have said is too tough. I can't do that. Now you have seen Saurabh Chauhan's video. At least 2 things you liked, which is easy. What you will like, which is easy. How many people understood the psychology? Which one you will like, which is easy. Can I go ahead? How many people are trying to understand what I'm telling? Great. So learn the communicational skill. Now what you do? Make a project. Make a project. How to make a project, I told you. Whatever thing you want to learn, write it and you will see at least 50% of the practical knowledge is written. 50% of the practical knowledge is written, which is more and above. But you have to do only one thing. Concentrate, make a project. You invested time for MBA for making a project just for a namesake copy paste. Here you don't do that. It's a life now. Here you don't do that. Make a project, take a printout, do creativity. Make a creativity in such a way that the notes should look awesome. Clear हुआ सबको क्या कह रहा हूं? The notes should look awesome. Chalo, let's go to the next one. Now you will be thinking, sir, as a fresher, I'll ask you, you all students, sir, can you tell me what I have to make a project? What I have to learn? I don't know what kind of job I'm going to do. Agree or not agree? Very perfect question. Sir, as a fresher, I don't know what job I'm going to get, what work I'm going to do. So today, I request if people come on the screen so that it helps me to motivate. If you all sit like it's not a radio jockey. I'm not a radio jockey. Why you cannot come on the screen? My question is, why you cannot give your half an hour when I'm giving my valuable time and knowledge? If you cannot respect being an HR, how people will respect you? Agree or not agree if I'm wrong? Why you cannot come on the screen? What making you stop? If you're serious, let be serious. No, you can learn. There are so many people who will not even think also, should I do that? How you will grow? How you will grow? Okay. Now, how you will come to know what kind of work I have to do as a fresher and student so that I can invest time. Sir, you said onboarding. Is it onboarding applicable for freshers? So the answer I'll tell you, why don't you do on your own? For example, go to the naukri.com. Please listen carefully. Now, if you don't write also, it's okay. Just understand the process. Go to the naukri.com, okay, and search, write HR fresher or HR executive. Listen very carefully. Write HR fresher or HR executive because the first designation you will get is executive. Write here fresher and please write your location because you are going to work in your location. Don't write Mumbai. The moment you click on search, you will get lots of company. How many companies are there here? 1951. Total 1551. 1951 companies has posted their requirement. I will not say onboarding you have to learn. I will never say. Why don't you see yourself? So what I've done, right click and open. When I opened, you will see one of the company, this company is looking for this JD. One of the company is looking for this JD. One of the company has given more information what they require. Why don't you start reading and make a note ki what all companies are requiring, what companies are looking for. They also have written the skills, the education, whatever thing they have written. Start reading it because you are reading on your own. So you start believing that all companies are required this kind of profile. Now from 20 profile, let's say onboarding, most of the company has asked for onboarding. Most of the company has asked for recruitment, sourcing. Start learning which profile your area companies are looking for. How many people understood this concept? This is the most important one. In your area, what kind of companies are there and what kind of profile they are expecting from all of you? Onboarding. From 20 companies, 10 company has asked for onboarding. Why don't you start learning? Now, I'll give you an example. Sandeep Ahire is my student. He has 7 years of experience example. And at present, he's an assistant manager. Sandeep, you are an assistant manager. Now, what is the next profile to assistant manager? Let's say deputy manager or manager. Now, instead of HR executive, he will write manager, HR manager, and start getting the details. Now, he will come to know in his area what people are looking for HR manager. Now, he will copy paste all the 20 companies JD, and he will see this I know, this one I don't know, this one I don't know. And he will start exploring the details. How many people understood the concept now? How many people understood what your company, your surrounding, your area, your state wants is there in the Naukri.com? At least you will come to know what is company expecting and what kind of job you have to do. Suppose you got an option of onboarding example, then explore more about from the Google. Can I go ahead? Everyone is clear what I'm telling? Chalo, let's go to the next one. In resume, once you have done the project, you can write in the resume only one condition. Only one condition. If you know what you have written. Suppose you have just, let's say, Rebecca. Let's say Rebecca has copy pasted everything, prepared, taken a printout, creativity, superb. But she has never read only. She has prepared the project, but she never read. And she writes, I know onboarding. She goes for an interview and she says, this is what I prepared. But when I asked her, she said, I don't know. So never do that. Never do that. Resume is the first part for you to get shortlisted. That is the first connection. So if that is wrong, you will not get job. So that you can mention after, let's say you prepared onboarding, you studied, you have lots of knowledge, you can write in the resume. What is resume? What you are. What you are is what you have to write. And it is my resume. I can write anything. Yes, you can write anything. Important is your confidence. If I know, and when you go for an interview, do they ask certificate? You are from a recruiter team only. Have you ever asked, Anand, show me your certificate, and you ask me question related to certificate? No. They will ask you a technical question, skills, and practical knowledge. Once you get selected, then only they will ask a certificate. Agree or not agree? So what is more important? Your knowledge. And once you have the knowledge, why certificate then? You just have to show. What is certificate in my language? Acknowledgement that you have completed MBA. It's an acknowledgement. Now I'll give you one more question. I am not I am done my MBA from London University, gold medalist. I'm coming to your organization and telling, take my certificate, give me a job. जाके line में खड़े रहो. Right or wrong? Go and stand in the line. There's an interview going on. So what is the value of a gold medalist London University MBA certificate? An Indian MBA certificate. Even my certificate, no use. No use. Unless you have the knowledge. Knowledge is more important. Certificate is not important. You know why? I'm an undergraduate student. Very simple. If I can reach to this level and teach you, no one can say that education is important. I am my proof. Everyone knows, all my student knows, right? So I can easily prove knowledge is more important. So let's go to the next one. So friends, remember, freshers, especially when you go for an internship, please see what you can learn more and write in the resume. Because the moment you write graduation, you start getting call. Hey, very soon I'm coming with resume tips, maybe the next week. So I'll explain little more in that session. So I don't want to waste too much time here. But remember one thing, internship, if you do, please highlight more what you have done. You know what people say? I have done a 6-month internship in Reliance. Arey, that is not required. Then stay in Reliance only. Give me what you have learned. Tell me what you have learned. And please write what kind of project. Okay. Now, friends, this is the Second most important thing to understand what company does. Now, example, employee handbook. First, understand what is employee handbook. Write it down. Employee handbook. Download, write it down. Download 30 employee handbook, specifically of Indian companies, not abroad companies. Please don't do that. Learn first Indians so that you may get a job in India. I'll give you an example. I've written employee handbook and I just clicked on like this example. This is a handbook which contains 34 pages. There is one more contains 28 pages. They have written exactly. For example, now let's understand what is handbook. What is handbook is the entire company, HR, entire company's policy, process, what company does inside the organization or what happens inside the organization is what written in the handbook. And now these things are not written in the MBA books. So the moment you start reading 1, 2, 3 words, you will find little different that you have not heard. Why don't you go and explore? For example, I'm just taken 2, 3. You will understand recruitment. You will understand that there is an option called probation and confirmation. At least you will read there is something called notice board. At least the word will get familiar. Now, what is notice period? If you go to the Google, at least you can learn what is notice period, agree or not agree. At least you will get the concept clarity. That is what important is. If Bhavya comes and tell me, ma'am, I've done some R&D and at least I know that what is notice period, confirmation, probation. Trust me, she will not go into recruitment. She will go one step ahead into generalist. How many people believe now? If she knows something about generalist, then there is an option that you can skip recruitment. But my one question, 5 lakh rupees you invested in MBA for recruitment, for calling job, and not undergraduate, but at least a graduate person can do that calling job. Then my question, why you did MBA for calling job? Why you invested money for calling job? That is not your profile, dear. That is not your profile. You have invested so much money and that money is not yours. First of all, understand that money is not yours. It is your parents' money, which they have worked hard, not shortcut. So the moment you start reading, employee, that is a handbook, you will understand. For example, see now here written employee gift policy, provident fund benefit, gratuity that you must have heard. Now leave policy, relocation policy. What are the working days? The more you go inside, you will get some explanation. You will get some explanation. And that is all practical. Employee handbook is practical thing that is happening inside the organization. अभी example है, morning when we get up, what we drink. By reading this book, you will come to know handbook, tea, coffee, black coffee. At least you will know the variety. So you are one step ahead of MBA example from other people. Now you all people are MBA, but you are now one step ahead because you know one thing extra. You know one thing extra. The more you read the handbook of 25 companies, you will have all the practical knowledge that what happens inside the organization. Now, this will help you to go into the recruitment generalist profile and employee engagement activity. Now, employment engagement activity, you can learn, write it down. I have not prepared in this slide. Employment engagement activities, you can learn outside the organization. Go to the YouTube and Google and write HR employee engagement activities and prepare 50 activities that you have read. And why don't you go and suggest? Diwali में क्या कर सकते हैं? Example, in Diwali gift, what you can give? Example. So what my experience says, one of the best gift that we can give it to the employee is a bag. Now I'll tell you win-win situation. We use bag and behind it is HR Topper brand. Behind it is HR Topper brand. Marketing, branding, and gift. Zomato, The moment we see the person on the red color, we know he's a Zomato person. Agree or not agree? That is branding. Now you got one idea from me, that bag is very important. You can go and say this to your boss. So why don't you learn this 50 things? Make a target of 50, take a printout, make a project and say, ma'am, I know something about employee engagement. Can I tell me? Can I tell you? See, this my project. Why don't you give that project to the person? Now you are 100, 50 times better than the other people. How many people agree? Because you know something which the other person don't know. Can I go ahead? So start reading the employee handbook, because what exactly happens inside the organization is what written in the handbook. Can I go ahead? Yeah. Can I go ahead? Chal. At least you can smile. At least that will charge me. इतना सड़ा हुआ look दे रहे हो. Not good, ना? Chalo. Interesting till now, everyone. Can I go ahead? Okay. Now, after employee handbook, most of the people, yeah, I'm coming very soon with this, so don't worry, but still I'll tell you. HR policy and procedure. The main and the most important part of HR is making policy. How many people understanding that importance is HR? Now, what you have to do, please understand the process. Go to the Google and write list of HR policy, list of different HR policy. The moment you write, you will get lots of companies, that is people, have written types of, one of the example I'm telling, here it is written 22 policies that HR should prepare. Example I'm telling. What you will do, first you will go and do the R&D in India, first in India. What all policies are there? What all policies, different types of policies are there which company follows in India? For example, so many. Car lease policy. Suppose you got car lease. Now just go copy and put car lease policy. The moment you click here, I got one car which is Mahindra. Now Mahindra company has given their employee car lease policy. Now what you have to do, the same process, download at least 10 policy, that is one policy, 10 companies, and start reading. 60 to 80% will be common, right or wrong? Policy are almost common. Policy are almost common. So 80% you will get the same thing. At least you are now getting the knowledge what is company car policy. ESOP. There are so many policies. So what is the first step? First, let understand how many different types of policies are there. Now, each policy, go and search and download 20 companies PDF, only Indians, and start exploring. Now, what is HR policy? The company which is actually following. How many people understood the concept? What company is following is what you are going to learn. Is it practical knowledge or theoretical? It is more than the practical knowledge. And if you want to make a policy, you know what is the best part of this policy process method? You don't have to even think what you have to write, because the big companies, branded companies, have written in English that what you have to write. Understood? What language you have to use. They have already written the process. You just have to copy paste. What is applicable? What is applicable? Example कहता हूं. Let's say Sejal is getting married and one more girl is getting married. Don't you think both of them will do shopping, but 80% will be common, 20% will be little different? Maybe the brand, the cost, the place, but 80% sari is sari only. So common हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? How many people are understanding? So at least you will learn कि शादी करना है तो क्या सामान खरीदना होता है. At least you will understand what you have to do. So 80% knowledge is present in the Google Baba. But you have never thought this kind of activity. Now, even the senior people, let's say Hari Singh ji, if you want to become a HR head, you should have the knowledge of everything. You should know how to manage. If anyone comes to you, you should have the knowledge to give the answer. That is called HR head, right or wrong? That comes from not only self experience. Again, understand, with my own experience, I cannot become HR head, because I can work only one or two department. So you have to learn something from outside also.
Yeah, certainly I agree with you.
If Hari Singh is working in, let's say, recruitment or payroll, he'll be doing 10, 20 years in the same profile. He cannot learn 15 module at one place, right or wrong? Because of that only, from 100 people, only 5 people becomes HR head and 95 people become generalist, recruiter, recruitment, talent acquisition. Agree or not agree? Why don't you go and see your office, your people, your colleague that 5 years is sitting and doing one job only? Sejal is doing one job only. Yesterday, what she did, today also she's doing the same thing. And tomorrow, when she goes for an interview, tell the same thing, get a new job, going to the Jurassic Part 2, which is more dangerous. Which is more dangerous. That is what the life is all about. So even if you get the knowledge, you will be able to manage. You should know how to manage. Clear? Chalo. So friends, what is important? Go to the policy, list of different types of policy, then explore each and every policy and start reading. Again, I'm telling, it is not a 1 month job or 2 month job. Whatever I'm telling, you cannot do in just 1 day, 2 day. Not possible. We senior people take 15 years, 20 years to learn everything. You cannot learn in 1 month. But the moment if you start even today, next 1 year, you will be a different person. So why don't you give only 1 year and say, sir, 1 year I'll give and I'll learn everything and you will be a different person. Again, I'm telling, Chat GPT, AI, I don't know what miracle they will do, and it will 100% loss to many of us because everything is automated. Everything is automated. Can I tell you right now, before AI come, recruitment consultant people are doing, payroll consult people are doing, statutory compliance vendors are doing, PMS also big companies, other people are coming and doing, employee engagement activity other people are doing. What we should do? My designation is I am a coordinator. One person will be required in HR and his designation will be a coordinator. How many people agree to this? Ek banda to chahiye. Now today there are 5 vacancy. Now there will be only 1 vacancy. So start learning something so that your 1 vacancy, you will be that person. So please take it little seriously. Now let's say I'm a trainer. Now instead of me, even a robot or any person comes and say something, what is important to you? Anand face or my knowledge? My knowledge. Someone's knowledge. If Mr. Amit Chaudhary seems to be little senior, even if I spend 1 hour with him, I'll get more knowledge than 1 year process. Agree or not agree? 1 year and 1 hour is equivalent because we learned 1 year and I can explain in 1 hour. That is possible. So that is what. So please, little be serious. Now, second thing, HR best practices. Now, what is the best practices? How many people know that Zomato gives a holiday to a woman or a girl for periods? How many people know? Raise their hand. I want everyone on the screen. How many people know Zomato gives 10 days holiday in a year for a girls for period? For very few people know. Now, just in 1 second, you learn that there is some policy called XYZ and one company is following. That is one of the best practice. Why don't ask HR best practice in India? Why don't you learn something? Each and every step that you take, you should have more knowledge than the MBA people. How many people agree? MBA means your competitors. If you all people have done college MBA from one university, don't you think you both are competitors to each other, right or wrong? Now you all have to be, only one person will get a job, 49 people will fail. So you have to be one step ahead from everyone. So go and write in the Google Baba, HR best practices followed by HR in India, and start learning what all things company do. If I've given in 1 minute one new thing, imagine what all you can learn from this. And make a project. Again, I'm telling, make a project. Write this, copy paste, learn, and tell, ma'am, I'll just take few, 5, 6 best practices that I've learned, and this is what the project I've prepared. Because they also know you cannot remember 50 processes. Agree or not agree? But if you go give the books, at least they will think you have prepared. So you have taken the initiative. The moment you become that you have taken an initiative, you are 100 times better than anyone else because no one takes initiative. Because of Netflix. Because of Netflix. Abhi to Amazon bhi hai. Right or wrong? Our concentration at home is that only, right, nowadays? So you have taken time from that, personal life and given to this. Try to understand my feeling that I've put. Huh? That is more important. Now, friends, very, very important. Two things you cannot learn inside the organization. One is statutory compliance and one is MS Office, because that knowledge you can go. They also refer the books only, right or wrong? They also refer the books. So please write it down. Let's say statutory compliance. One is book. One is book. Purchase this book if you want. I have purchased this book. It is good. Write it down if you want. There are many other books. If you can ask me a suggestion, just a suggestion. I'm not getting commission or something. Okay, just telling I've purchased and liked it. Now go to the website example. I'll show you. One in my website only you can see I have given a maternity act. You can learn one or two I have given, and you can go to the example I'm telling. I have written gratuity act example. So many people have given their knowledge. So many people. 37, 9 minutes, 26 minutes, 39 minutes. 42 minutes. Even if you start watching 5 people and start making notes, you will have more knowledge, and that all practical knowledge. So statutory compliance. Now write it down. What is the most important statutory compliance that you have to learn? PF, write it down. This is the most maximum 99%. This is applicable. Everything is applicable, but this is more important. PF, ESIC, professional tax, gratuity, maternity. Even if you learn this and go for an interview, at least you will get an entry to the payroll. If you are very good in MS Office and statutory compliance, you will get an entry into the labor law department, compliance department, or the payroll department. So if you don't want to go into the recruitment, and now if I tell you, if I ask Mr. Hariji, can you answer one question? How many years of experience you have, sir?
Sir, more than 15 years.
So only one question. In
Yes.
15 years, do you think your boss has given even 10 hours separately to sit with you and teach you? Not possible.
Not possible.
Even you are not giving.
It is not
Right
possible.
or wrong? Even you are not giving. Even I have not given when I also work. Now see the statement. His sir has spent 15 years and still spending, but his boss has not given 10 hours. Imagine if I give you my only for one course, 100 hours, only payroll. Hariji, if I give you 100 hours only in payroll process, don't you think you will have more knowledge than your boss?
There will be one step
15
ahead.
years he worked, not 10 hours. I'm giving my 100 hours in only one subject, payroll. Example. At this stage, like Bhavya, she is 2 years experience. Example. Now, if she gets that 100 hours of knowledge, how much knowledge she has? Hari Singh ji, I took 19 years. She took only 1 year, 6 months to learn that. Finish. Sandeep knows that he has done all my students are doing this course, so nothing wrong. Now imagine if you get 300 plus hours, 15 module, you will have more knowledge than Hari Singh also, right or wrong? Because sir may not be working in all the profile, correct? We don't get opportunity to work in all the 15 modules. So that is what you all can learn from seniors. Clear, everyone? So if you want to learn, this is one available in YouTube also. You can go and learn the statutory compliance. That was all about the knowledge. Now knowledge is done. So I've shared all the possibilities where you can go, how you can get the practical knowledge. Now all surprises. Friends, knowledge is not the only thing. I'll tell you one thing. 3 days I was learning. But I went to the college, sorry, for exam, and I saw the answer, question paper. I was so happy. But the moment I started writing, I forgot the first word. I forgot the first word and I left the answer. How many people have gone through this? You have mugged up everything just because that one word, the first starting word, you have not remembered, but you left that answer. So knowledge is not the only criteria for success. Example, Bhavya, she knows how to make tea. But whenever someone drinks the tea, they say bakwas hai. Example, don't take it. Not good. Nahi, bas, I don't want. Why? She have the knowledge how to make a tea, but when she make a tea, it is not good. So knowledge is not important. For example, Bhavya, if I take always Bhavya, she will be very scared. Neetu is very beautiful, but she has very attitude. Sorry, rejected. Agree or not agree? So what is beautiful and handsome is knowledge. That is the most important. But if you don't know how to use the knowledge, the skill, that is called skill. So what is one of the few important thing is, even if you have the knowledge, you go for an interview, you don't have the confidence, you will not pass, right? So how you will get confidence, motivation, guidance, mentor, and how your belief system will work? Trust me, I'll tell you with my personal feeling. Watch TEDx every day before you go to sleep for the next 6 months. TEDx, which is almost 16 minutes to 18 minutes. You know what is TEDx? Everyone knows what is TEDx. One person comes and share his zero to hero. Understood in a local language, he share his zero to hero. Now, what is the benefit? Suppose yesterday you watched Anand's TEDx. I'm not in TEDx telling. It was not useful. Now, let's say Mr. Amit Chaudhary has given a speech on TEDx. One point from Mr. Amit experience, if you implement, your life will change. I'll give you my example. I was watching a movie called Super 33 during COVID with my wife, and she suggested one point. Anand, why don't you teach? Why don't you share your knowledge? Super 33 movie of Hrithik Roshan. I said, why not? And see where I am today. Understood? One. I'm talking of only one direction. In a second example, if I put just a little bit of ginger in the tea changes, taste changes. Agree or not agree? So this is called ingredients. One masala. I don't know what KFC does, but it adds one masala which makes it very unique from all other. Correct? So that one masala is what you will get from the TEDx. Saurabh, sit properly. Clear, everyone? TEDx. Watch one point you will get from one person. Not every person. Again, I'm telling. Not every person. One person. And you will be in the same line. You will be in the same line. You will get 1 point and your life will change. Agree or not agree? Senior, junior, whoever it is, please watch. You will keep getting confidence. You will be motivated. Your belief system will come. When, example, my belief system, where what I tell my student, if an undergraduate student can teach an MBA, why can't you learn? Logic or not logic? So that is motivational only, right? So why don't you go and watch? Second, the best one, very difficult, read books. Now there are lots of books. Take any book, but start reading. One word, not one word, sorry, one sentence from one book, one of the book can change your life. Why don't you start with an example called The Secret? The Secret. One more is, I forgot, The Subconscious Mind. These two books, please read. The Power of the Subconscious Mind, The Secret. Start with this. Your life will change. So take any book. Now, I will take this also in the communicational skill very soon. But if I'm telling, I'll tell you one point. We feel boring, including me. If I open my cupboard and show you, there are more than 300 books. Not even one I've completed. Can't do anything. But I have analyzed one thing. Take a book which has only one page, one subject, one chapter. Again, see the logic. One chapter, one page. So take one book which has one page, one chapter. And read only 3 chapters, 3 pages. But if you take a book which is one chapter is 15 pages, you will not be able to read immediately. So when you want to start this reading the books, start with a book which ends faster. काम जल्दी खत्म हो जाना चाहिए. If you give your boss which takes 5 hours work, you will not like it. But if I give you one work which you will complete in 10 minutes and you get appreciation, you will be very happy. Agree or not agree? Everything is psychology. So there is a method. Am I clear? There is a method. Done? Can I go ahead? So I think that is the today's session is all about. Now last surprise, friends. Yesterday I have launched Ganpati Ji Ganesh Chaturthi festival offer. My single course is around 7,000 to 5,000. But any course you take today in next 3-4 days, friends who are watching on the recording, the last date is 19th. So please don't feel bad. The fees is less now. You're charging more. So people who are watching on recording, this is not for you. Special for the people who are there till 19th of this month, because 19th is Ganesh Chaturthi. So I'm giving whatever you take, it is only 2,999. For example, recruitment. There are more than 50 to 60 hours of knowledge, which is more than enough for you to start with. Generalist for 60 hours, payroll with compliance 100 hours, and you will get additional 4 course also free, that is interview tips, HR guidelines, resume writing. People spend thousands of rupees for resume. You don't have to do anything. I have shown you how to prepare HR, and 200 tips and tricks of my life, 200 tips that you can follow in every organization. So it is only 299, and there is one more course which is actually 15,000, is 9,000. You get 5 module: recruitment, generalist, payroll, compliance, MS Office. Full course only 9,000 instead of 15,000. So that was all everything about today's session. I wish you all the very best. So before I say goodbye, can I see everyone on the screen for 2 minutes? No need to go fast. You can spend 1 more minute. How many people felt today's session was good? So many new points you got. So whatever knowledge I've given is not important today, dear, if you don't implement. Whatever I told you today, if you don't implement, doesn't make any sense, right or wrong? Chalo.
Right.
Thank you so much for your valuable time. We have crossed
Thank you,
1
sir.
hour. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.